Okay.
Long lai dung dung dung. Long lao dung dung dung.
Okay. Stream is live. Welcome everyone to the January election edition of LongKangKitties. I am your most handsome non-political rally man on the face of the planet, John Wang. We are joined by Dan Wong.
I'm not gay.
And Jerry Teo.
I'm maybe not gay.
We are not sure.
Okay, so I just came back from the beach, right? And I was actually out with Angie's boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. So you know how I'm very irritated with Angie these days. We actually had a very public falling out. I just wanted to get it out here on LongKangKitties first, just in case people like speculate. So Angie won me in a knife fight, big fuck, big deal, whatever. So she had this like handsome dude that she was dating. Fuck her, man. And I was like, I'm gonna steal that dude away from her. And I did. I charmed him. I full on Frenched him, Angie, and then he left Angie and he went with me to the beach today, and then I dumped him there. So I broke Angie's heart, then I broke his heart. Hey Angie, don't mess with me, you understand? Don't ever mess with me. Okay?
Okay, so none of that actually happened. We are actually going to just talk about random nonsense until 8:30 because in my kanchongness I thought we are going to start late. But turns out right, we are actually basically on time. But you know, such things happen. It's
the Longkang after all.
It's the Longkang after all.
So, John, will you now finally explain to me on the podcast what is the difference between a paternal and a maternal twin?
Yeah. So that one was just talking about his friend IVF then kena twins.
Yeah.
But actually, just from that information alone, I can deduce that it is one of those like random like freak of Mother Nature maternal twin or the identical twins. Which is apparently right. Apparently, I saw this on a TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is that ovum cell right? When it cannot fertilize, then it can just spontaneously just like self-replicate for no good reason. Like
mitosis, like it splits into two.
I don't know if it's mitosis or what. I don't think it's mitosis, but it's just out of nowhere, right? It just decides, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna make another one of myself. And then that's where like the identical twin comes in.
Oh.
And so that's why they're identical. That's why their genes, right? Their DNA is exactly
identical.
the same.
Right. So would it ever be a case where one is boy, one is girl and identical, or it's definitely same sex?
Definitely is everything down to the wire same.
Holy shit.
So whereas with the fraternal twins, right, which is basically occasionally the mother's womb will like release will release like two ovums, right? So each of the ovums are like fertilized separately. Yeah, so by two different sperms.
So they will not look different?
They will look different. And their genes are different.
Okay.
Different people.
Scientists have also discovered that if you take a pair of maternal twins and you kill one, right, the other one will know. Even though if like they're separated in different parts of the world. So it's something like quantum physics, but you can only do it once.
Recently there was this this pair of Australian twins. They went viral because they
finished.
Australian.
Australian twins.
Yeah. So they're actually famous in Australia already. And they start to finish and start each other's sentences.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, Jay. I saw the clip. It was quite frightening, right?
Yeah.
A bit.
No, it's not.
Oh, no?
Because they spend so much time together. You know, they're essentially like responding to the same. They take care of what do they do? They take care of birds, I think. They run a bird sanctuary.
Right.
They used to work with Steve Irwin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
So they're famous already in Australia. It's just that they're not famous to the rest of the world, you know.
Oh.
Here's a fun fact about identical twins. If one set of identical twin marry another set of identical twin, their kids, right?
Yeah.
Are both cousins and siblings.
Correct. Because they share the exact same DNA, right?
Yes.
So now you guys learned something new. Welcome to the YYY show. Yankee, Yale, and Yeesh. Welcome to the YYY
what
show.
What the heckerino is a yeesh? I don't want to be a yeesh.
It's written on your notes.
It sounds so obscene. What the heck?
Your yeesh.
I don't want to be a yeesh, alright?
I think there's another one where another famous pair is the two astronauts, the NASA astronauts.
Oh,
I don't remember the names, but they are two like bald guys, and you tell them apart because one have mustache, one doesn't have mustache.
Was it the one where they sent one up into space and they spun him around a few times and he came back older than the other one?
Younger.
Younger,
Yes,
not older.
yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Both of them are already astronauts. They've been to space already.
Right.
Different missions.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna use twins to measure time dilation. That okay with you, Jerry? Is that humanistic thing to do?
You know, there was a recent like astrological hypothesis that was put out into the world, right? Which make me have existential dread.
Oh no!
I can't sleep at night sometimes while thinking about this.
Oh no! Then do you think you want to share this with the audience though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All of you have to share my
your existential dread.
Yeah,
I'm suffering, so now you have to.
So now all of you all have to suffer.
Selfish, boy.
So apparently, so as the James Webb Telescope, right, observed like whatever segment of the universe that it can observe, right?
Yes.
And then it discovered about 2/3 of the galaxies in the known universe are spinning in one direction as opposed to the other. If I'm not mistaken, 2/3 are spinning in a clockwise direction.
Right.
But don't quote me on that, okay? I can't remember which direction the spin. Our own galaxy is spinning in the anti-clockwise direction.
Yeah.
So basically our galaxy is in the latter, that means in the 1/3 lah.
Correct.
So but if you think about it, right, in a universe that's like randomly generated, right? Okay, let's say everything is like random, there should be about 50-50 ma. That 50% is spinning one direction, the other 50% spin in the other direction. So how come there's like 2/3 of it, or overwhelming majority, are spinning in one direction over the other? Why a preference for said direction? So one of the hypotheses that was put out, right, was that because all these galaxies are formed in the early days of the universe, and then their spin is influenced by possibly the initial conditions of our universe, which now they are putting forward the hypothesis that it's because we are inside of a black hole, and this black hole that we are inside in has this particular spin. So because the universe at that time was very small,
Okay.
so because of how small it spins in one direction, the galaxies at the start of the universe also will influence and spin in that same direction.
Okay.
It's only later when the universe become bigger and bigger, then there's like more randomization. And this put me in a goddamn tailspin. I'm just like, holy shit, wait a second. If we are born in a black hole, right? And our own universe have like don't know how many quintillion black holes, right?
Yeah.
So does it mean that each of these quintillion black hole has a chance for a baby universe to be formed inside as well? And then if we were inside a black hole in the universe above us, how many other galaxies are there in that universe above us? And is that universe above us also formed inside of another black? Like, bro, I'm in a tailspin. No, I can't get this out of my head. And first of all, I'd just like to reiterate, right, that this confirms everything I know about this universe, is that we are the trash heap of another universe, okay? It's all the garbage that gobbled up, okay, by the universe above us, spin, and then they come out the worst timeline universe, okay? This one guaranteed already. Confirm this hypothesis has the John Wang stamp of approval because everything sucks. Everything sucks, right? Because we are literally trash heap, okay? We are literally the trash of the previous universe, the universe above us.
The Cosmos OST now. You just mute me.
No. I turned the camera to you.
Yeah.
Is it copyright?
Okay, but
Turn it off.
No, because we're talking about the Cosmos. Yeah, so I played the Cosmos OST. You know, it's got Neil deGrasse Tyson. Joe, I really prefer Neil deGrasse Tyson's voice to your voice. If he was talking about like his existential crisis about you know how we are actually inside a black hole, I'll feel much more reassured. But when you are saying it, right, I feel terrible. I feel.
No, that's my point. I want you to feel terrible. That's why that's why I'm going to this rant right now.
But it's not. No, John's not wrong. Like in all the sci-fi dystopias, right, that we have dreamed up of, right?
Yes.
We live in the worst one. We live in the worst one where, corporates are raiding your rights,
Yeah.
taking all your money,
Yeah.
right? And then making you work for pittance, right? You don't have household, you don't have healthcare, right? You have nothing, right? You can only cling on to this thing called democracy, which is failing,
Democracy.
right? And everything is shit. Everything is shit.
Jerry, if we were living in the times of the Black Plague, you would think that it was way worse.
Oh, of course. But the thing is, right?
Yeah.
At least the Black Plague, or any of the dystopians, right? You are like, hey, I know there's a black and white, there's a line. I know I'm fighting this, I know I'm defending that. Now you cannot fight anything, you cannot defend anything, and then there's just endless amount of brain rot cat videos on the internet to entertain you,
I
keep
love
your
my cat
brain
videos.
turned off, right? So you don't know anything, you don't do anything, you don't
Oh my God.
think anything.
Jerry, what brought this on? Like you like
No, it's been something that it's observable. It's observable. I'm observing myself. I'm like endlessly scrolling. Sometimes I'll be like, it's 4 a.m. I still want to watch another short video.
oh my
You
God.
know, it's 5 a.m. I still want to watch another short video.
Oh, shit.
The brain rot is there.
The Longkang
Endless.
Kitties gone to shit, man. Like John is having existential dread. Jerry has got all these despairing thoughts in his head, and I just stole Angie's boyfriend, and then Angie's mad at the whole podcast. Like, is this the darkest timeline for the Longkang Kitties
No,
podcast?
this is not the darkest. This is the worst timeline, bro.
Worse.
But if you say it's the
that's what I
darkest
meant, that's what I
timeline,
meant,
right,
that's
it's
what I
like
meant.
there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
You know? The dawn is on the way. You know?
This is the shittiest timeline.
This is the absolute-
shittiest timeline.
We are literally the trash heap
Yeah.
of all the trash heap. That
Okay,
means that
okay.
other universes don't even want the particles that form us, you know. Then they say these particles, right, are so toxic, right? We got to put it inside
Oh my
another black hole.
God.
Okay, then all the toxic particles that form our universe, right, all are
Coalesced into this.
Coalesce into this like dark, into this worst timeline universe.
That's the reason why I don't believe in aliens. Or rather, if there are aliens out there, right?
There are aliens out there.
They'll look at you and like, fuck off.
I'm
And
so
then they'll
sad.
just move on.
You know what this means? No, this means that right now there's another universe where the Longkang Kitties is successful and making a lot of money and sponsorships left and right.
Maybe.
You know, John's
Maybe.
face is all over the Broadway. You know, and then I came up with like the Dirty Den and it's famous and the porn industry is using it. And Jerry, you're selling fences and people name their fences after you. But Angie's dead in that timeline now, of course.
Truly the best timeline. What you describe is
Sorry, Angie, I didn't mean to keep on going against you, but you just don't come for the podcast. So it's so easy to beat a defenseless person because you cannot defend yourself on the podcast. So come to the podcast more often so that you can defend yourself.
I'm sure like that's not how it works, but you know, I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that logic, but hey, it is what it is. Right. Then we'll keep talking for the next 30 seconds.
Okay, Ken. So John Wang, you tell me, are you mad that I stole Angie's boyfriend and made her fall out with the Longkang Kitties? Can you
You know in the immortal words of I don't know who, I don't care. Like that guy, I don't care. We don't care. This one is the drama that you and first of all, it didn't happen.
It did.
I guarantee it didn't happen.
Pedro? You just tell her Pedro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubting that Angie has either a
hot
boyfriend
Italian
or
boyfriend.
or
My
ex-boyfriend. Okay,
I made pasta for him.
you probably met him once or twice, but
He's willing to go
basically
that far.
nothing you say is true. Okay. Good morning. Okay. All right, we have the crowd coming in now.
Awesome. Welcome to the Longkang
早
Kitties
上好.
live stream
早上
podcast.
Okay,
早
well,
上早上
it's really 3:00 now. We don't know what time it is. Okay, enough of the cosmic existential dread. Enough of Angie's love life and Dan Wong's petty drama. We got real shit to cover, bros.
Real
All right,
shit.
we got real shit.
We got massive news.
I don't know what the hell is that.
I'm just trying to. Well, later we'll talk about it. Okay?
You mean must share news? What the heck, you know? I also don't get it.
Okay,
I don't get.
soon. I'll get there soon. But now there's a K word, right? You guys know, right?
Okay, shall we start with that one? Because actually that one is like really funny.
It's pretty funny.
What
I think
keyword?
so.
I can't say it,
You have to educate me.
Yeah, I can't say it either. Okay.
but it's used to refer
So
to.
yeah, it used to refer to members of the Indian ethnicity. Is a Hokkien word lah. Okay.
Okay, I think
Starts
I know
with
what it is.
K and with Kia. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Okay, we don't have to go there.
We don't have to go there. However, what's her name? Dr. Jijion. What? I don't even know how to pronounce this name.
Is she a real doctor, like a PhD candidate, or
Jijin. Her name is Jijin
the
Wong.
way you say
okay?
it, right? You're
First of all,
insulting her.
first of all, I just want to make it clear, right? Jijin Wong call Arifin Shah elephant. Okay, so it's all bets are off with regards to name.
Okay,
Okay.
that's pretty funny. I'm sorry, I'm
Okay.
okay. Sure, but it's
Why-
pretty
why
funny.
elephant?
No, because you know why? Because her Hokkien tongue right cannot speak Arifin, cannot use the word.
Elephant.
Yeah, so she call him elephant.
Okay.
Okay,
Elephant.
which is, I mean,
Elephant.
it is simultaneously the most stupid thing ever and the most funny thing ever.
I'm still voting for the opposition. I don't care. They'll front a monkey. I'll vote for the monkey.
They found an elephant. Would you vote for the elephant?
Yeah. 3 billion%.
3 billion.
Somebody's got to tell the PAP that I'm unhappy.
You know what the funniest thing is? So
What is
I have
the
a
funniest
friend
thing?
who's a new citizen. He just got his citizenship, right? And his ward is Potong Pasir. And then the funniest thing is Lim Tian used to be running in my ward.
Ugh.
And then I'm like, fuck, man, I got to vote between him and Joe Teo. And then now he's gone to Potong Pasir.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. And then I'm like, dude, thanks for helping me take over the duty of voting.
Good. Although, I mean, I'm allowed to say political things on this podcast, right? Even if you get a douchebag like Lin Tian, still vote for opposition so that the incumbent can know how unhappy you are. You're unhappy, right? I'm pointing at the camera now. You're unhappy, right? Vote opposition if you're
I
unhappy.
was having so much fun dissing him, man. I'm like, hey, bro, thanks, thanks.
Yeah, the guy is
Lin Tian,
something.
okay?
Yeah, the guy is
PAR,
something.
okay.
All right, back on topic.
Ugh.
Arifin Shah. So he got called a K word twice on
Wait,
national live television.
is-
Okay.
Is Arfin Shah Indian?
Quite very.
Yes, very
Okay.
Indian. All right. But mind you. You know Arifin Shah. You know who is he, right?
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
He's
He-
the guy. He's the founder of Wake Up Singapore.
Oh,
Wake up, understand, Jay.
Okay, he's the. So
Wake up.
to be clear, that woman didn't have her baby kicked in by the staff at KKH. Okay. To be clear, okay. So that woman, okay, her baby didn't die because of KKH staff. Okay. Now, Arifin Shah right, has decided to throw his name into the political ring. Okay. Hanging out with SDP.
What do you think Dr. Chi's what do you think his rationale is for letting in these people who are slightly untested, like Arifin Shah and Jijin Wong?
I think they are passionate. Definitely very passionate people. Okay.
you don't sound very convincing there.
Hey, he had no fucking time to prepare, right? Suddenly his Bukit Batok taken away from him. Then now must hustle for more people. Of course, you only can
Look,
scrounge and see what you can
You
find
see,
out. What you
look,
want to do?
like after the whole Pritam incident, right? I think the number one qualifier for any candidate in parliament or any like GRC member or whatever, right, should be never say dumb shit that cannot leak to the media and in front of other people before. I think that should be like priority number one. You don't say anything is one thing. Maybe, you know, I mean, a lot of PP members are also like quite silent. You right?
Yes, like
For example, you
watching-
rarely hear from my MP, okay, from the person managing my town council, which is Rachel Ong. It's like I don't ever recall seeing her, you know, like talking in front of a camera or be giving interviews or anything. Like she probably doesn't.
So if you don't say shit, you can't get wrong.
Yeah,
you don't say the wrong
correct,
shit.
right. Exactly, right. So, and even if you must say something, right, okay, like don't get a guy who already like in broad daylight, like already caught already saying like the most dumb shit.
Wait, who are you referring to? Just be clear.
This is Arifin Shah.
Okay, cool.
So he already, so you know the KKH, the incident, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
we talked about it before in the previous episode.
Yeah, so now Arifin, okay, so I will classify Arifin Shah, right, as, to put it nicely, I would say he's a radical, lah. Okay, he's a radical fellow.
He's a radical dude.
Okay.
Just like a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
All right, he's a radical fellow.
Am I a radical fella?
You are Red's fellow.
Fuck
Right?
off.
You are Red fellow. Okay.
Red.
Red.
Yeah. The Geiger counter red. You need red away.
We need the red away. You're a radioactive fellow. All right. You're extremely toxic and radioactive.
Okay.
And anyone associated with you is doomed to die of cancer. All right. I'm getting ass cancer right now sitting next to you. So,
Hey, but don't you agree that Arifin Shah is like quite eloquent and like he's got a presence, very young, fiery presence.
you can drive on a very nice highway, right? And you're like cruising at 100 kilometers an hour, in clear sunny weather, right? But when you want to go to West Coast, right, you don't travel along the CTE. You know what I'm saying? Like you
No, bro. No. You're usually okay. I just want to give you your analogies usually hit home, but this time around I have no idea what you're talking about.
So basically, yeah, he's eloquent and all that, all right. But what's the point of being eloquent and then being caught lying or not? I wouldn't say he's lying. Okay, he's not lying. Okay, but he talks the wrong stuff, right? He says the wrong things. Until KKH will step in and serve him some letters. Like, you can talk really well, but then you're saying the wrong stuff, and then later you just kinda.
It's okay.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The strategy. The strategy is right. We'll take in the guy who already say all the stupid shit got called out, so you'll be careful. Because previously, right, WP took in the other MP, right?
Yeah.
And then she said stupid shit in Parliament. She hasn't got caught yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, the point is that eloquence, it means nothing lah when you're just saying dumb shit lah. Okay.
Right.
Now,
So
okay.
I would boil the KKH incident on his fault more so down to journalistic error rather than.
Yeah, but if you're
outright
capable,
dishonesty.
look, I think so. With him, with him in particular, he's very, very concerned about race issue.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so going back to what I say about him, he's a radical, right? And what he does is, like, he never, and here's another funny thing. He actually rarely says anything about the given topic. So he will post the thing. He will let someone else talk on his behalf. He rarely says anything. Like, for example, when the Tan Kin Lian. Tan Kin Lian made a comment about he going onto a bus that's full of Indians. Okay? So, all Wake Up Singapore did, right, was just post this video. Okay? And then I think the caption was something like bus full of Indians, something like that. Okay? Now,
That sounds familiar.
yeah, it happened now. Okay, so I already checked fact check and everything. So, okay, he already says very little on any given topic. So he kind of like let the audience fill in the blank, and he still gets it wrong with the KKH one. So this is very next level already. Okay, now what kicks this up to the ultimate highest level of comedy, right? As far as I'm concerned. So he joins this political party, SDP. Then Dr. Jijin, Dr. Wong, right, calls him the K word. Okay? And he hasn't said anything. He did not post a video up on his Wake Up Singapore telling, like, doing this, like, K kia, right? Like, just in inverted brackets, right? In quotation marks. Like, you never call her out, never say nothing.
Yeah. Why are you? I mean, isn't that not surprising? Now he's part of a party.
Hang on. Why is it now okay?
Because it's not okay. He must have been berating her in private lah. Now they are part of a team. They are part of a party. Whatever disagreements they have, they cannot allow it to spill out to the public and force them to look not credible.
Wait, this. So what you're telling me then, Wong, is it's more important to keep up appearances than to stick to your principles.
No, they're not mutually exclusive. You can do both at the same time.
No, but if anybody else had said this, right, he would have instantly put it up on Wake Up Singapore, post a video, and then do that thing.
Correct. Yeah, but I still don't see any contradiction. So yes, that was in the past, but now he's part of a party. He's got responsibilities to fulfill.
It cannot be that if someone as radical as him does something like this on the frequent for any other political figure, then suddenly when it's your own buddy, by the way, I don't even think they're friends.
They're good friends.
Okay?
I saw them in a coffee shop.
I don't even think they're friends, but I could be wrong. Okay, and then suddenly now he's silent on the matter, silent on the topic. So what does this tell me? He is willing to give up is he willing to give up his principle for the sake of just simply having a chance to go into parliament? Is this the person that we are voting for?
No, I just think that it's a different role, and you can always berate her in public. You don't have to use the vehicle that you created to knock her down.
Wait,
you can use other vehicles.
I don't understand why this line of defense. Because if he does it to everybody else, but then suddenly Jijin Wong is immune to it, I'm very curious as to why this sudden double standard. Now, okay, granted, early days still, okay? Anything can happen. But now I'm calling him out. I want to know what is to be done. Should Jijin Wong step down, right? Okay, by the way, look. Okay,
call you out on the
I don't need to say too much. Let me just read out, okay, this thing by this fella. Okay, so let me read this out. Casual racism is never okay, even if the minorities pretend to laugh along. Okay, so if the minorities say nothing, okay, if they said nothing, it is still not okay, Dan Wong. Okay, you know who wrote this?
Who?
Arifin Shah in 2020. Okay.
Well, I've never.
Okay. Now Arifin. Wait, hang on. Arifin has, along with this caption, put up this post. Okay, this image. Okay, of an Instagram post. To those who say that between friends it is okay, it is not about how your friends feel. It is about how anyone else in the community will feel. Your Malay/Indian friends may tell you it is okay, but that's mostly because they don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. But what you say to your friends is a reflection of how you see others in their communities.
Beautiful.
If it's not something you will say to a stranger, why say it to your friends? Is it because being friends with someone of that race allows you the privilege of making that joke about them? And if you are reading this while Malay/Indian, would you be happy if you know your friends are also making these jokes? So, Dan Wong, please tell me once again.
Yes.
Please tell me once again.
Tell me.
So, if Arifin Shah is okay with it,
yes.
Okay, it means to say
yes
that actually none of it is okay. Casual racism is never okay. This is according to the words of Arifin Shah.
I know, right, is
tell me his defense now.
Okay, so all I know, right, all I want to know, right, all I want to see, right, is footage of him confronting her in the locker room. That's all I want to know, all I want to see. I want the audio, I want the visual, I want everything. And somebody's got to have the footage. If you have the footage, send it to Dan Wong at dan@longkangkitties.gmail.com. Oh, he's sniggering. You don't want to see, man? You don't want to see how he cut her, man?
Oh, it's funny.
It must be very funny,
But is that enough, Dan Wong?
Enough for what?
It's not enough for the rest of the community, right? According to Arifin Shah, to the rest of the Indian community who have received this particular brand of racism or casual racism before, it is not enough, right? I mean, according to this post, okay, it's not about how Arifin Shah himself feel about it. It's about how the rest of the community would feel.
Also, it's okay if the community lynches Jijin Wong?
No. My point is,
I don't know what the point
my
is.
point is, Arifin Shah, stick to your principles. You made your whole career about this race issue.
Come on the podcast, Arifin Shah.
And now is the time for you to showcase your principles to the world. You know, like this is the time. Either Jijin Wong has to step down or he has to step down. What else is there? What other
What kind of just fight in the pit and then laugh it off afterwards?
Wait, hang on. Dan Wong, remember, it's not about how Arifin Shah feels about it.
Okay.
It's about how the rest of the Indian community feels about it, according to Arifin Shah. So even if they fight it, if they fight in the pit, and then after that they win, and then Arifin Shah laughs it off, it's still not okay. Casual racism is never okay.
Yeah. So she has to be lynched? I don't get it. Oh, my brain. How do we punish her? No, please tell me. I don't know what to do. How do we punish her?
No, it's not about punishing her.
Oh.
It's about sticking to your principles. Either Arifin Shah has to force Jijin Wong to step down as a result of this racism, or he has to stick to his guns, right? And say that I will not be involved in this environment where, such casual racism is part of it.
Jerry, I have need of your wisdom. It feels like John is giving some sort of weird false dilemma. What do you think?
It's not a false dilemma. I did not set up this false dilemma.
Hang on.
You just literally take either A or B. That's all I can tell.
No, then wrong. Listen carefully. I did not set up this false dilemma. Arifin Shah set up this false dilemma.
He basically says that if you are so staunch on your principles, right, you have either one or two ways to go about this now. Since this incident happened, it's either you get your whole party to say that, hey, this person is not suitable.
Jerry, now I feel like you are gaslighting me. First of all, you are saying here is a false dilemma.
Then wrong. It's not a false dilemma. I just read out the Wake Up Singapore post for you.
Simple.
Yeah, I read the Wake Up Singapore post for you back in 2020 December 24th. I read it out for you. Correct?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so what do you think of that post? Do you think it's true?
I guess.
So if that post is true, okay, and Arifin Shah stands for that, means to say what Jijin Wong does is wrong, right? It's inconsolably wrong.
Inconsolably.
Basically, if they have to run together in the same party, it's either he convinced the party to get her to step off.
Oh, why?
Or he gets out of the party.
Because it's not about how he feels about the situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Because
her comment has inevitably targeted the whole Indian community.
It's irreparable already.
Oh, so she is like done the biggest fuck up that you must leave the party because you used the K word, is it?
I mean, according to Arifin Shah, this is the case. I did not set up this false dilemma.
From 5 years ago.
But Arifin Shah never say you must step down. Arifin Shah just say you must.
It doesn't matter what he said.
It doesn't matter what he says.
You don't understand the concept of sticking to your principles. Okay, never mind. We shall not.
We have to move on.
Yeah, we have to move on. Okay?
We have spent 10 minutes on this guy.
So,
no,
unfortunately, Dan Wong
spent 10 minutes on this guy.
Unfortunately, Dan Wong
it's a very simple matter for me.
Yeah, I know it's a simple matter for you, but for the rest of the Indian community, right, this is not a simple matter. So that's the thing. Like you cannot speak for the rest of the community, Dan Wong. That's the
is that casual racism, Dan Wong?
Well, I guess you should not speak for SDP either.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No, I'm not speaking for SDP. I'm not speaking for anybody.
Okay.
I am just highlighting. I really just showcase to everyone what Arifin Shah believes. And his beliefs are out in the world for everyone to see. It's just as simple as that. So I am not putting words in anybody's mouth.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm asking Arifin Shah, please show us how well you stick to your principles.
Show us how you stick to your principles.
Okay.
Why you don't want him to come? I want him to come. I think it would be a very enjoyable episode if he would deign to join us.
No, I don't want him on.
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I cannot have like actual defamers and people who don't commit to actual journalistic integrity before posting stuff that they eventually have to apologize for. I mean, we at the Longkang, we do this because we have no journalistic integrity whatsoever.
Well, we're not even journalists. We are entertainers.
Exactly
not very
my
good
point.
ones at that.
Exactly my point, right? So, Arifin Shah, on the other hand,
let's go. Next one.
All right.
Oh, we have a list, right? We have a death list.
Yep.
Who's next on the death list?
Shall we talk about Edward Chia?
The fuck's Edward Chia? Why are you guys putting out all his names?
Chia.
Okay.
But then again, there's a lot of new faces in this upcoming G.
I mean, your best joke to date is when I say everyone was saying who, and then you say we are late nation of Liang Popo, led by Liang Popo. That was the absolute best joke.
You made a joke, Jared, so proud of you. It's a fantastic joke.
Yeah. So you should.
So many new guys, so many new faces.
Okay, so apparently, let me read out. Okay, this new PAP fella well, he's a former member of parliament.
Okay.
Edward Chia. So in one of his interviews, right? Okay, he says that he used to breed hamsters.
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
and
the
sell,
guy.
The
and
hamster
sell
guy.
them
The
to
guy.
sell them to pet shop at
Yeah, like
$3
macam
each.
he's like, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I sell hamsters.
And then he
I
got called
breed
out by
them.
all the-
Yeah, he
all
got
the
caught out by the
people for
exactly.
illegal backyard breeding.
Good good. Serve him right
No, and the best part is, you know what the best part is? They got rid of Louis Ng for this guy.
Oh my god. Louis Ng would have like again, these guys should fight in a pit. There should be a lot of pit action, really.
Oh, shit.
I bet in each party
Then
right, there
at
is a dirt
for
pit.
the person who is terrible at knife fight, your solution of just fighting at the pits, right, is greatly detrimental to yourself. Do you understand that?
But it's not. I'm not a politician. I don't have to fight in the pit.
No, but
These guys'
everything
job.
is like you are just like, no, just fight in the pits. Just fight in the pits, bro.
Yeah. John, think about it. I've already proposed 2 of the best solutions on this podcast. Number 1, dig a very deep hole. Number 2, fights in the pit. If you just take the leader of Hamas and Netanyahu and put them in a pit and just let them sort it out, this is the best way to solve things. Okay, never mind. Back to hamster boy.
Hamster boy.
He doesn't look that young, actually.
No, this is when he was like 10 years old. Not now lah. Not now lah. This is
What the
like,
hell?
this is
You mean,
when he
wait.
was like,
Wait. When he was 10 years old, and Dan Wong says he doesn't even look that young. So what are you telling me, bros?
no. We're looking at a recent photo of him, and he's like, he doesn't even look that young.
He's got a hamster in his mouth.
Yeah, he's got puff cheeks. He's stuffed hamsters in.
So you know what's the best part about this situation, right? Is that I just learned that there's such a thing as a Hamster Association of Singapore. And they even have an acronym called HSS. And they came out and basically chastised him lah,
Good.
for, like, hey,
Yeah.
hey man, that stuff ain't cool.
It ain't cool at all.
And then Edward, right, his response is, I had a good chat with HSS and I look forward to doing good work with them.
He didn't even say sorry. I'm
No,
sorry I killed all
he-
those hamsters.
He never say sorry is one thing, He already assumed that he's gonna be in parliament. He's just like, I'm done, boys. This party is over. I'm gonna work with HSS.
Is he the walkover party? That's why he's so confident.
Actually, I don't know.
That means he's
Yeah, somebody-
if he's in a walkover party.
Somebody fact check that for me.
Walkover party is Tin Pei Ling, Goh Meng Seng. Not Goh Meng Seng. What the fuck?
Not Goh Meng Seng lah.
Xia Kenping, and
Holland Bukit Timah.
Oh no, that means it's not lah. The walkover is Marine Parade.
Yeah, Holland Bukit Timah. So Holland Bukit Timah is with who?
All right, so let's talk about the place that is definitely not a walkover, which is Tampines.
Oh. See, it's a pit, and then 4 people are fighting inside.
Well, they are
Tampines is
fighting.
the pit,
But
Tampines is the pit. I mean, you guys who live in Tampines, you know, right? It's just nothing but dirt there.
I
Fucking
can
dirt.
neither confirm nor deny.
The Tampines is a pit of dirt.
I mean, technically, the whole world is a pit of dirt, lah. So you know why? You know what's the one thing also that I love about the PAP Tampines crew,
What?
which is the babyface Charlene Chen.
Oh,
And,
Dr. Chen. Hi.
Is she a doctor? No, right? She a doctor?
She's a doctor. She's a doctor.
She's a doctor? Oh, okay.
I think she's a PhD, but I'm not sure if she's a doctor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether it's a doctor or PhD doctor. But the salutation is doctor, so I call her doctor. Like how my salutation is REV dot.
You what?
REV dot. That's my salutation. You should address me by that in the future. REV Dan. Are you okay? Are you okay?
REV.
Are you okay?
Revulsion. Revulsion.
Reverse. Uno reverse.
No, it's reverend. It's reverend.
I am revulsed. The most
My-
unholy revulse Dan Wong.
My degree cert says that because when you're applying for the details in the degree where they say your what you call that, they give you a salutation. They must fill in Miss, Mr, Mrs. So I put Reverend because they gave me the option. So mine says Reverend Dan Wong.
Okay. A bunch of people are asking about NG. I don't know what happened with NG. According to her, she says she's meeting some deadlines for drawing comics.
And according to Dan, it's because Dan was spiteful of Angie, got into a relationship with her boyfriend Pedro, broke her heart, then broke his heart, and then now Angie has left the podcast because
So anyway, one of the person asking is your wife Lydia Shah. Just admitted to adultery live on.
It wasn't adultery because I dumped him.
That is one is not contingent on the other.
It is. It's not adultery if you dump people like that. I dumped him at the beach today.
Okay. Anyway, back to babyface Charlene Chen. Who here thinks she is actually babyface? Please raise your hand.
That's a good point. Not really, yeah.
If she got baby face, then I think I'm 10 years old.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the thing is, right, when I search her up, the photos of her, right, okay, just the pure photographs is really like
Professional, right?
like professionally done and whatever, right?
Me too and shit lah.
Oh yeah, correct. But then when you see the actual video of her talking about it, and her face is just like full on square direct into the camera, right? When she just looked direct, and then she says, "You know, my superpower is that I have a baby face." I'm just like, oh my god.
Do you guys own self say own self?
This one is the ultimate kringer. Like, please, woman, please.
It's like at an interview where you say something like, "Oh, you know, my greatest strength is that I get too focused on what
my
I'm
greatest
doing."
weakness is that I'm such a perfectionist.
My greatest weakness is that I'm so focused on finishing the job. So it's caused me to go above and beyond the lines of duty, even at the expense of ignoring my health and my family relationships. Then the employer will like, whoa.
No employer ever goes, wow. Okay. My greatest weakness is I have a baby face and everyone thinks I'm too young for the job.
Influencer, everybody says I'm very ugly. What do you guys think? Oh no, Tiffany, you're amazing. You're beautiful. You slay. Go girl. You queen. Yes, queen. It's a bit not fishing for compliments, but what would you describe it as?
No, like one of
It's
the
like
things
reverse nagging. I don't know what the,
Reverse.
I mean,
I just feel that you are such an accomplished person. Like you have all these qualifications, you work in all these places, and then the greatest quality you sell yourself with is
It's baby face.
What the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here, man.
She does. I mean, her LinkedIn is very accomplished. I stopped.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have all these qualifications, and you know why you are being brought in for it. Don't sell your. Come on, lah. Yeah.
Maybe she did it under advice on the PR firm that PAP is hiring.
then you absolutely should sack that. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Should sack them. I think you should shoot them in public TV. What the fuck is
Execute
this PR
them
film doing?
execute them with AA gunfire.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what PAP slogan is? Okay, basically, you're not a Google. Do not Google. I have integrity. If anybody right now can say PAP slogan, I'll give them $10.
I don't know.
Discord. You can. If you can just type out the PAP slogan, $10. I owe you $10, just like that.
I don't know.
You know why you don't know, Jerry?
I don't know. Why do I don't know?
Because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 words. Where got tagline in the history of any country got 14 words one?
F.
Oh. What? Our
Nazi
country,
Germany, Hitler.
Eingezogen Schrufkörper, Panzerschrecken, das nur unverheißen.
Like that, right?
Are you aware of the 1488 meme?
No, what is that? 1488.
Okay, so I think everyone don't go on. I think later everyone think I'm a Nazi sympathizer. Actually, I'm not. Okay, I just spent too much time on 4chan. All right, so but basically, yeah, the 14 represent the 14 words. Okay. So yes, what's the PAP slogan then? Wong?
The PAP tagline is "Changed World, Fresh team, new resolve, securing a brighter future for you. Just for context, like some most normal party slogans like workers' parties, working for Singapore, done. That's it, working for Singapore. Great, I get it. Okay, I can remember it. It's 3 words. Thank you. Jerry, what is the carrier man? What is the carrier aircon slogan?
The carrier man can.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's great.
No,
and
but
of course, everybody knows Nike slogan and all.
Yeah,
you know?
it should just be between 3 to 5 words.
Exactly. The most basic marketing student is taught this. Most basic graphic com student, visual com student is taught this. How come they got so many words?
Do you still think they have a PR firm working for them now?
Yeah, they do. They've got gazillion billions of dollars. Why wouldn't they not hire a PR firm?
Devon, I have a quiz for you.
Yes.
What's the LongKangKitties slogan?
LongKangKitties slogan is Dan.
Bro, if you don't get it right, I'm gonna charge you $10.
Are you serious? We
Yes.
don't have a slogan. What the fuck?
We have a slogan. We absolutely have a slogan.
I don't even know we have a slogan. We have a slogan?
Who write one?
I did. No, but hey, hang on. I want to make it clear.
Yeah.
This slogan, right, has been with us since day one.
Are you serious?
Yes. Has been with us since day one. Okay? And if I say it right, y'all will remember. Y'all will be like, oh, okay. Forget it.
Okay, wait.
Oh, I totally don't
3
remember.
guys, 1 girl, no friends or something like that, is it?
No. Our slogan is only 2 words only.
Oh, 2 words?
Yes. 2 words, bro.
Meow,
It's even less than the carrier man can.
Okay, I give up. What about you, Jerry?
No, I have nothing, man. What does the chat have?
Chat haven't said anything. I think they haven't caught up yet. John made our slogan and never told me. Okay. It's, well, technically true. I never verbalized, but it's there for everyone to see.
It's on Facebook, is it?
I think it's on SoundCloud, Facebook.
Okay, I check on Facebook now.
Yeah.
I have no integrity already. I must cheat. I know what our LongKangKitties slogan is.
I will tell you right now.
Okay. What
It is gutter politics.
Hey, we are true to our brand. We are actually talking about that right now.
Yeah, we've always been.
Bro, that's why I'm just like, y'all remember now, right? I think we came up with it together.
No,
yeah.
I think you came out with, or whoever came out with the gutter politics before LongKangKitties name came about. Because we're doing something with
No
LongKang.
wonder all the politicians don't want to come to our podcast because our
That's
slogan is
so-
basically
Oh, man. So only the people who come on are brave enough.
Bole. Antwa where does it say? LongKangKitties is an entertainment podcast by 3 guys and 1 girl. That's it.
I think it's probably on SoundCloud.
Huh.
Well, it's there somewhere lah. Anyway, you owe me $10.
No, I still don't see it.
Doesn't matter. You owe me $10. Then this is very standard. Okay, LongKangKitties around for 8 years already. Until now, you still don't know our slogan. Terrible, Dan Wong.
So chat, I know that streamers call out their audience chat. So chat, can you tell me whether you like or dislike the PAP slogan?
I don't even know if I would categorize it as like as dislike. I'm just like, what the hell is even this?
It feels like I don't even know how to put it, but it feels like they're trying to tell you that, hey, we're refreshed, we're new, and we're looking to
Jerry,
secure
you're
your
onto
future.
something. You're onto something. You know, the slogan, right? The what they say fresh team, right? That fresh team is in red. Everything else, right, is in black.
Yeah,
What
fresh
does it
team,
mean?
They want to. They're actually like, I mean, if you look at the people who they're losing, they have lost, and it's not retirement. They have gotten rid of Heng Swee Kiat. They've gotten rid of Heng Ji Hao, so they're not Heng Heng anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done.
And then
Teo Chee Hian also.
Hian's gone. And I think there's another guy who is like in his 60s, also gone.
Okay.
Louis Sung is gone.
Louis is
Sung,
gone. Louis
yeah.
Sung is not that old. Right? He's
No,
still
no.
like 50 plus. He's still got maybe a good 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So they're getting rid of quite a lot of these guys. I don't know why, but okay, sure. You know, you're telling me you're getting rid of like Why are you getting rid of Teo Chee Hean?
He's old.
Yeah, but
Again, Hen also going already.
is he?
Yes.
I think he didn't contest.
He did contest. That means he's gone.
Heng didn't contest, right?
Yeah, that means he's gone. Yeah.
I'm very certain of that. I need to.
So like, what? Then my question here is, you're like getting rid of this one shot, getting rid of all this old guard, right?
Yeah.
I think they're probably trying to prove or tell people that, hey, we're gonna get rid of all these old people that you guys don't like.
I guess.
So, but if you're telling me you're getting rid of old, like, people who are going to retire or something, like Heng Swee Keat and Heng Chee Hao, they're both in their 60s.
Yeah.
And Denise Paul is 65. So why is she not gone?
She still feels she can contribute to the. She still feels she can fight in the pit. It's all about the pit, Jerry.
So, like, I mean, their questions are.
Is there anybody in the fresh team that you, Jerry Teo Berber, approve?
I don't really know any of them very well, to be honest. Like, I mean, I was reading up on their like short snippet, the write up,
Okay.
and it feels like they're covering their bases, And this time round, they only had, even though with 30 plus, right, new faces for PAP. I think 2 are former generals,
Okay.
and the rest are
like various ex-civil servants and
there are civil
there's
servants.
some like ex-NMP, right? The nominated.
yeah,
Ha- Harun.
yeah, a couple of NMPs. Then there are
No,
people
only
from-
Harun.
Only Harun.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are people from there's the former CEO of Make a Wish or something.
Yeah. That guy.
So they're covering like so many angles. They're covering like
very diverse.
we
Very
have
diverse.
people
yeah.
from so many
Social
different backgrounds.
enterprise.
Yeah, social enterprise, like charities, government, military.
Backyard breeders.
But
All also have very diverse. Can contribute to the ecology of Singapore.
You see, that's the Dan Wong that I love. That that dry, like I want more of that. I don't want none that dirty Dan. Salty
No,
stuff,
I'm nothing 100% dirty then.
but I think that also kind of goes to show. I don't know what they're doing, but
right.
my feeling is they have a certain quiet confidence of what they are putting out there.
Quiet confidence.
Yeah,
That's giving them a lot, no, Jerry.
I don't know. I feel okay. I know the opposition people are gonna hammer me on this. But
Oh.
every single one of those rallies that you see always full house, right?
Yeah.
Are you certain that those rallies full house is people from that constituency?
Yeah, exactly. No
Right?
lah. I think
Singapore is so small.
we are savvy enough to know that, it's not lah. It's
So
supporters from afar
it
lah.
could just be the same few people. I support them. I
Yeah
go
lah,
from
yeah
here
lah,
to here to here
yeah
to
lah.
here.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's gonna be another one of those 2011 things.
Oh.
Right? Like everybody thinks that the opposition had a chance. I'm gonna vote opposition, by the way.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Thankfully, I don't have to vote again this year.
Summer.
Right? But
Summer.
I'm not naive enough to think that the opposition have a chance.
Okay. I tell you what, guys. We put a pot together. Like we dig a little pit right now, and we put money inside. And this pot will be regarding whether Ng Chee Ming finally gets into Parliament.
I think
You
he
think
will.
yeah or nay?
you know what? I really, if everybody else fails, right, and then but only Ng Chee Ming doesn't get in, I'll be happy with that.
You just want his losing streak to continue, right? This one is the combo cannot be broken.
No,
right?
I don't understand. I kind of want the PAP to have their teeth kicked in for this one instance where they have this overwhelming desire, right, to put Ng Chee like stop making Ng Chee Ming happen. It's not happening. Like just don't make it happen. It's like I don't know, some trend, some like teddy bear trend that people were trying to replicate. The what's it called, the fur kids or the Cabbage Patch kids or whatever. Right? They're trying to make that thing. They're trying to jam it down our throats, but it's not happening. Nobody wants him. Only the PAP upper echelon thinks he's any good, and that's the thing. I also don't understand the appeal of Ng Chee Ming. Like honestly,
There's this like the mean girl. Stop making fetch happen. Fetch ain't happening, man.
it ain't happening.
So just today, very fresh news, right? Just today, another PAP party member called out Ng Chee Ming for staying silent about the NTUC alliance,
income
deal,
alliance thing,
income
yeah.
alliance deal that didn't go through, and he was like using nothing but battlefield metaphors to appeal. This is an open letter, by the way. Appeal to Ng Chee Ming, his party member. He called Ng Chee Ming comrade.
同志
Yeah, comrade, you're a genius on the battlefield and able to hold your own, and the theater of war is second nature to you. However, you have yet to fulfill your full battlefield potential in this election war. Something like that. Then, you command the troops of NTUC, a great and mighty army, millions of people at your beck and call, and they are your artillery, but you will not use them, comrade. I'm not making this shit up. You guys can. Yeah, you guys can.
It's
you
a very long letter.
It's a very long letter.
It's a very
it's
long
full
post.
of
It's
military
TLDR,
metaphors. Yeah,
I didn't read it.
Yeah. It's so cringe, you know, Jerry. It's like somebody trying to play like. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't want to bring you into this, but it's somebody like very tactical. Want to be like. I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't mean this. I don't mean it, but you know what I mean, right? He's like a war otaku, but he's using all the metaphors for the.
Please, do not demean our Jerry Teo Berber in this manner, okay?
I feel bad
He is
already,
tactical, right? But he's the real tactical, okay?
Yes.
I mean, bro will outflank us in the pinball competition, slap us both, like triple tap us in the butt, right? And then blitz away before we knew what was happening. Okay, we just thought it was a smoke or a shadow that just poof came and went.
Now can
Alright?
already.
No. Okay. Ng Chee Ming, right, unfortunately, okay, he's the first one. His pot belly gonna come. Okay, plus he's like 6 feet tall. The fella is like only 4 5 cm shorter than I am. He's gonna get popped first. Alright, he's gonna get popped first. So all his tactical brilliance all for nothing. In a pinball competition, Bruce.
I
Okay.
mean, he's not an infantryman. He's a fighter pilot.
Who? Ng Chee Ming?
Ng Chee Ming.
Oh, he's a fighter pilot. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking cool. Do you think he was like the F-16 days or like, the F-4 days?
Probably the F4 days. Or
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, let me talk to chat for a moment. Okay, so
Where's our death list?
Muffin Sore. I call live stream. The subject is not what I'm into. Unfortunately, very sorry about that, but this is what the LKK is into. We are gutter politics. P1 Munchies. Jerry, never support your niece. Tis. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why. Terrible.
Yeah.
Then Lydia, stop making Ng Chee Ming happen hashtag. Yes, thank you very much. Jerry got the Mean Girls reference. Mean Girls, right? I think, who was it that said like, out of almost all the references that still exist, I think Mean Girls created like a lot of them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we don't even know that we are using Mean Girl reference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I watched Mean Girls when it came out. What was it, like 2000? Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Like, bro,
Like
I don't
20
even
years ago, man.
I don't even remember the plot of the show anymore. But I'm still using some of their references. Yes. And then Lydia asked, "Have we talked about Kian and Kia yet?" Oh shit! I just used the word.
Oh no!
my God.
No, I'm just reading from the chat. You see. So actually, it's Lydia that's at fault here.
Yes, blame Lydia.
Blame Lydia.
Blame Lydia.
Hashtag blame
Lydia. While you write the K word on chat and you make John
So-
a rat.
So apparently, okay, so we fell for the trap, like the rat. Yes. So yes, we did talk about it, Lydia. Quite near the beginning, I think around the 10 minutes mark. Maybe you can backtrack to that. Basically, I chastised Arifin Shah for not having principles, and he. I just think he's very he conveniently forgets all his prior principles about casual racism. Right, the moment
we're gonna get into it again.
His SDP comrade, makes a casual racism remark.
Damn, I wish NG was here to put John in his fucking place and stay in his fucking line. John, stay in your fucking line. You are crossing the line.
What line is that? I don't even know what line am I supposed to stay in.
It's a thin red line. And it's not so funny. Yeah, let me try again.
No, it's okay. We can move on to some other topic. You guys want to talk about Go Ming Sing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Angie's boyfriend, Go Ming Sing.
Oh, it's Pedro Goming Singh.
Pedro.
Pedro go.
I didn't know that.
Jerry, what is it that Goh Ming Singh said?
Oh, I said the gayest thing. Goming Singh.
I'm not
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay.
Oh my god. That's like the gayest moment in this.
Yeah, man, it's so uncomfortable. And you know he has got this like svelte little titties. Do you guys see, John? I mean, if you don't, if you need to, just fact check me. When he was saying that speech, right, he had these like beautiful svelte A cup droopy tits, and they were like just like protruding from his shirt, his purple shirt, so much. And then him looking with the intense look into the camera, saying, "I'm not gay." Like, I can't explain it, guys, but you need to see it for yourself. I'm not making this shit up.
For a guy who's not gay, right, he certainly backstab a lot. He jumps a lot, right, from political party to political. I think he was in PAP.
Yeah.
He was in PAP, then jumped to NSP, then to some. I think there was another one. Before now, he's in the PPP.
Yeah, before that, he joined the alliance. Do you remember? There was an alliance of
PAR.
Yes.
Yeah, four of
Yeah,
them.
four.
Yeah.
And then he fell out with them again.
But that's because the PAR is like, okay, dude, guys, we don't do this here. We're not anti-gay. So they kicked him out.
He's like, I'm not gay. I just like to take it I just like to do others in the back. Like,
Yeah, I ain't gay. I slept with a man before, but I ain't gay.
It reminds me of there's this meme video about this, like, those black barbershop in America, and then there's this guy who's just like, so you want it in the back? And then this guy just keep responding, "Hey man, why you got to do all this homosexual rigmarole?" And Goming Singh kind of reminds me of the guy who's just like, "You want me to take it in the back?" Like, like for him, right? When he came, the thing that really upset me most about him is when he came out and then he started talking about the Workers' Party abandoning Marine Parade.
What is that, man?
And then he be
what
like,
was that?
when I read the news, my heart filled with anger and my eyes teared up with sadness that the Marine Parade, the good folks down at Marine Parade, has been abandoned by the Workers' Party. I'm just like, bro, you're not contesting in Marine Parade, and then you are just putting words in other people's mouth. And wait, wasn't he in Workers' Party also?
No, I don't. Was he?
I can't deny.
Wait,
remember,
I need to wiki this shit.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Let's
You know
wiki
what?
this shit.
Let's wiki this. Okay. Yes. So he started in Workers' Party.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
He contested in the 2006 general election with Workers' Party. Then he left Workers' Party.
He must have felt.
Then he went to.
fallen out
Okay,
with
so sorry.
LongKang.
Actually, I said he was in PAP. So sorry, he wasn't in PAP.
He was in
PAP
WP.
also don't want him.
Right.
Okay. Then he was in Workers' Party first. Then went to NSP.
Right.
Then went to Singapore Democratic Alliance. Then now in PPP. For a guy who's not gay, right, he certainly loves the PPs.
Yeah, he's certainly been jumping bits a lot.
he loves
Yep.
to fight around.
He likes to go into all the different pits.
He loves to fight around.
Different positions, I bet too.
Anyone got that reference?
No, but okay. Now, there's something to be said, right, about the Workers' Party not contesting in Marine Parade. I'm sure, like, the people on the ground probably feel, like, awful about it. When PSP, right, was offered the NCMP position in Parliament because they were the next highest voted bloc, right, in the West Coast GRC.
Remember this, yeah.
Yeah. And then Tan Cheng Bock said he will not sit in as an NCMP out of principle. Boy, did I really hate that. I really hated PSP after that moment.
Oh.
When Tan Cheng Bock said something like this.
Oh.
You have a chance to go into Parliament, make your voice heard, fight for the people as per what you've been talking about this whole time. And then now you're just saying that, you know what, as a matter of principle, I don't want to do it. I hated that. But that was my personal feeling. Okay?
Aren't you glad that Leong Man Wai went in his stead?
Leong Man Wai, Leong Man Wai needs a debate tutor. All right, he needs a debate tutor.
He's the
opposite. He's the opposite of Arifin Shah.
Oh,
He is not eloquent. Okay, but he's kind of in. He wants to go in the right direction, but he's always getting himself into wrecks.
He's a wrecking ball, basically.
He's a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And it's so upsetting. It's so disappointing that Leong Man Wai is the best that we got as an NCMP. And it's, like Tan Cheng Bock, right? He's a seasoned veteran of politics. He was in PAP. He knows their playbook. He knows what to do. He knows what to say. He can be up on stage and go toe to toe with them. And then he's like, nah, I'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's all good, bro. It's all good in the neighborhood.
either he wants to be team captain or or nothing. It's either I be team captain or nothing.
If I'm not elected in fair and square, I don't want it.
Yeah. Okay, but sorry, what was the point? You brought up Tan Cheng Bock to lead to another point, right?
Yes, so with regards to the good folks down at Marine Parade, they probably feel really bad about it. But actually, you know what? I can't say I fault the WP too much. I think with the loss of Nicosia, which was the Marine Parade contender, right? In the previous cycle, or was it East Coast?
I think it was East Coast.
East Coast. East Coast,
Yeah. Going up against Heng's Wicket.
Yeah, sorry. So I think with the loss of a few of their powerhouses,
Yeah, they lost two in a row, man.
yeah,
Like one shot.
and also don't forget there's with the redrawing of the districts, I believe what was said was that there's a whole chunk of the Marine Parade Bishan, right? Is it Marine Parade?
Marine Parade something.
Yeah, Marine Parade something.
It went up
Braddock.
Yeah, Braddock,
north.
yeah.
Yeah, it went up north like,
Correct.
like what the fuck is this
Correct.
place got to do with Marine
So-
Parade?
That looks like a pioneers.
That this new place, like WP, totally has not walked the ground.
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
That's my understanding, lah. I don't know if it's true or not.
I mean, many politicians from all sides of every party had to switch around and then abandon places. Chisunjuan lost Bukit Batok and some of the
Don't
other...
forget Tan Si Ling.
Tan Si
right?
Ling.
Tan Si Ling also last minute dropped out.
Yeah.
Heng Swee Keat dropped out. No, Tan Si Ling not dropped out. Air flown to
yeah,
another place.
airflown,
yeah.
Right?
By Tan Chi Min.
then rappel down from the helicopter.
So I mean the fact of the matter is politics is a dirty game. Okay. And well I kind of feel bad for the people at Marine Parade a little bit for not having Workers' Party representing them. I would just like to say that I think Workers' Party probably did the right thing with the limited resources that they
They
have.
just don't have the people,
Yeah,
man.
they don't have the people.
No people.
And you can see that like the guys the new people that they put up this time round, right? I don't feel very good about. I don't have. No, it's not to say they're incapable. It's just
Right.
that it doesn't feel like they're the best they got.
You don't think Harpreet Singh is
Aside from the one going for the one is Bongo, right?
Yes.
Happiness,
No, Bongo is Harpreet.
Bongo.
Harpreet,
Yeah.
Bongo, yeah.
Then,
So the GRCs are fine. It's the SMC, the beatbox guy, I think.
Oh, this guy's very familiar. The beatbox guy.
Yeah. I'm
He's
not
not the
saying-
Stilat guy, right?
No. Yeah. Anyway, but the thing is, I think they do have a resource crunch,
Right.
and also possibly the investigation into the lying.
Right.
So,
it hurt
that,
them a bit.
that definitely hurt them a little bit. Yeah. Some people will vote along those lines.
So I think, with whatever limited resources that the opposition has, and then they have to allocate, right? And don't forget, it's not just like right now. It's not just this like 10 over days of campaigning. It's what they have done in the past 5 years, and where they have walked the ground and how their candidates have interacted with the people there. They themselves also by now would have some data to suggest certain indicators, whether it swings this way or that way. And, some people will say, hey, then why go to Tampines? Tampines bigger, is it? That's why you don't want us at Marine Parade. In a nutshell, I guess the short answer is probably yes.
Suck it up, Marine Parade people.
But at the same time, right, PAP is very data driven. Okay, and for them, right, they like plugging this person here or there, anywhere, right, whatever, and hyper focusing on certain things are all part of, you know, whatever focus group, whatever think tank they have hired to suss out all this information. I believe Workers' Party probably has something along the same lines, maybe not as sophisticated, but at the same time, they probably have some indication that they might stand a better chance at Tampines as opposed to Marine Parade.
They definitely have indications from their own GRCs lah. They've been running it for so long already, right? Two cycles already, and they probably also have indicators from within the GRCs that they are holding on whether or not they need to put in more work or more resources. Because, like, would you want them to go out for another GRC just so that the Marine Parade residents get a chance to vote, right? And then suddenly lose their home base.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want that to happen. Or that's gonna be worse.
That's gonna be even worse.
And I do feel that like and some more. Okay, hang on. This is the thing that I think a lot of people they don't really talk about is Pritam is an officer in the Singapore Army.
Okay, yeah.
So he knows what the fuck's going on, right?
In the army?
No, as in he knows he one of his hobbies is wargaming, tabletop wargaming.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like
you think he
real
comes here?
military, no, obviously not, real military stuff lah. So I
Peter
think
will play Tau.
I don't know about that, but he did say that was one of his interests. So, you know,
It's all about the greater good.
yeah. But if someone who knows this kind of things, right, and who does this kind of things for entertainment, he probably knows how to deploy and where's the disadvantage at, you know, rather than just let's just cast as wide a net as possible and hope for the best.
Yeah. I think we should take even one step further to make the people at Marine Parade, Braddell Heights better, and that is that since they're not voting, maybe just take away their public holiday also. Because they're not voting, it's only fair, right? Yeah, they should just go back to work and earn money. We don't get to earn money, they earn money, and it's all right. Go back to work. You'll feel much better.
Now you want to make people hate you even more.
What? That's not my intention, John. I just want people to, just want things to be fair.
Dig a pit, right? I'm going to get all the entire Marine Parade people to go and fight with you.
All the people in Marine Parade
versus one.
They're all malnourished. They all have got gimp legs. They all have got bad breath. They all have got mental illnesses. Come on, man, just bring it.
LongKangKitties should run in Marine Parade, and then we anchor around NG. NG we don't have to do anything. We just print NG's comics.
Correct.
Already will win
with a face on it.
I also cannot help but feel right that Faisal Manap, right?
Yeah.
I think he is very in tune with the pulse on the ground with regards to the Malay community. Because so Masagos being the one contesting Tampines, I cannot imagine a more lame duck Malay Muslim minister than Masagos.
Oh, what did Masagos do? I have not heard of this actually.
Okay, so a couple of things all right. So Masagos, from a while back, this Tudong issue, right? Tudong in public institution issue. Okay. People were commenting on it like over and over again, and
I remember this.
I mean, since the Lee Kuan Yew days, they already no Tudong whatsoever. But the Malay community has kind of been asking. Then Masagos came out and just like, nah, we're not doing it, right? Much to the chagrin of everyone. And then remember, the reason I gave Shanmugam the 5-head moniker and why Shanmugam solved things 6 months ago.
Yes.
Is because when Shanmugam came out and then talked about the Tudong issue and said that we've been in contact with the Malay Muslim community leaders 6 months ago talking about this and we are coming up with a solution. So imagine you have a home affairs minister that is solving the Malay Muslim community issues faster than your Malay Muslim representative. And that one already was quite bad.
Correct. It's not a U-turn though, right? It's not a U-turn.
It's a rethink. Okay? Yeah. So, but then right, when this Kelvin Cheng thing happened, okay, Masagos also had some words to say. Okay, he said something, but it's kind of like also one thing as like a kind of a lame duck kind of like situation. His comment didn't really resonate very well with the community.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought it's just a condemnation. Now, what else can you do but condemn, right?
He didn't really condemn. He kind of like straddled the line, and he's not really like trying to like say anything bad, but neither did he have anything positive to say to be fair to him. Oh. Okay, so I mean I think he's trying to scold Kelvin Cheng without scolding Kelvin Cheng.
Oh, he was trying to.
He's trying to Jerry it.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Look at it. Don't get mad.
Thanks,
But then
Lucky he said it first, so it's not on me.
but then don't forget,
Yeah.
a short while later, Burgas came out and then have a very strongly worded letter against Kelvin Cheng. And
Yeah.
But I mean, to their credit, Burgas, when they came out with the strongly worded letter, it's very strong, but it's also very precise. Like the way that they chastised Kelvin Cheng was very spot on. To the point Kelvin Cheng have to go in hat in hand, begging for their forgiveness, and had to basically organize an entire PR campaign around Burgas, but not around Masagos. So, but Burgas is they are like Islamic scholars. They're not politicians. Okay, they're not political in nature. They are more about like, okay, we are trying to resolve, certain, like, it could be either contradiction, not say contradiction, but more like, okay, there's some like clash between, this ruling, that ruling, Singapore law, religious law. Then they come out with like whatever rulings are. Okay, so they're scholars.
They're like the hamster association.
Don't say that then. God damn it.
No, it's the same thing. The politician make a mistake, then they talk to the whatever association to talk and have a good chat.
To work with them.
Yeah.
No, it's different. It's different.
Okay, anyway, so Burgas seemingly has more authority than Masagos. Okay? Then okay, to put the nail in the coffin, right, forever. During the same Charlene Chen, the baby face, the introduction,
Yeah.
Masagos also came out. And then he started going. He had this really weird thing, and I wouldn't have known about it until my wife translated everything for me, and kept me kept me in the loop. He was going on and on, right, about a very famous story in the Malay annals, right, about Hang Tuah and Hang Jebat. I don't know if you guys ever heard this.
Dude, I wrote a story about this, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So what happened was that Hang Jebat, right, he swung his blade at Hang Tuah in a royal court duel. And then Hang Tuah, he feigned weakness. He's like, you got me, motherfucker. And then after that, Hang Jebat ran in thinking that he got Hang Tuah. And then Hang Tuah slaughtered Hang Jebat.
I'm fairly certain that's not how it.
Dude,
they were supposed to be friends.
I read the Malay annals back to back.
They were supposed to be friends, and then after that, I think the king ordered one to kill the other. Basically, it's a story about political intrigue, lah. Where does your loyalty lie? Okay. Masagos keep talking about this particular story, and then if not for my wife, right, and I swear to God, I thought she was pranking me. I thought she was like trying to pull my leg. She said this story, Masagos going on and on about this story.
Okay.
Is in relation to what,
What?
to the Kelvin Cheng situation.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not even, bro. When I heard my wife explain that way, I'm just like, darling, you are joking. Like, there's no way that you're telling me the truth right now. Then she's like, no.
So who is who? Who
No, what,
is
bro?
Kelvin Cheng?
You. Then occasionally, right, you have this like spark of genius, and I tell you who asked the very same question.
Okay.
Walid, our good friend Walid.
Okay.
Walid asked, like, Mr. Masagos, in your analogy, who is Hang Tuah and who is Hang Jebat? Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't checked in on his Facebook page, but when I last checked, no response given. Okay. So now, Masagos is really, I don't know lah. I don't even know if anybody still respects Masagos.
Oh no!
At this point.
Poor
Yeah.
guy.
He has a Tampines plan.
You say that?
No.
Just a derivative. So why do you think the other guy, his name is Faisal,
Faisal, yeah.
might not stand a better chance? Why is he more in tune with the Malay Muslim community than Masagos?
So to the point about that, right? Why do I think he's more in tune? This one also same thing. My wife, thank goodness, she keeps me up to date with all this. Are you guys familiar with this fella called? I got to Noor Doros.
Yeah. I've read about him recently. Yeah.
The reason you read about him recently, right, is because everybody is writing about him
Yes.
recently. Okay? In the past 24 hours, right, there's been no less than 5 publications
So many, man.
that has been publishing about him.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? This guy has been out of the news cycle for the past at least 8 years, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost 10 years.
So this guy, Noor Doros, is the original founder of the Wear White movement back in 2014.
Wear white. Very familiar.
The anti-LGBT people.
The anti pink dot.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they
okay.
wear pink, we wear white.
okay.
Yeah, this is the anti-LGBT people. Okay. So
Like a burger. It took me a while, but I
glad you
finally got
finally
it.
got it. Okay.
Not
so
like a burger.
A little bit of plus.
so Doros, right,
Yeah.
recently came out in a Facebook post. Something like he met up with the Malay leaders of Workers' Party,
Okay.
apparently with a list of demands.
Wow.
And apparently, after that meeting,
Yeah.
he gave the Workers' Party his endorsement. Okay?
Oh, that
Now-
doesn't sound right.
So, as a result of this Facebook post,
Yeah.
the entire Singapore media apparatus, right, was just like, hallelujah, let's just run with this. story." There's
Overdrive,
a-
man.
Overdrive.
Right, right.
Absolute insanity. To the point where Pritam, I think, had to make somewhere between 2 to 3 statements, like continuously just like trying to put this matter to rest. Like basically saying, look, we can't actually control who endorses us, but that doesn't mean, right, that we are beholden to them. Okay, so Pritam had to come out and say this. And the reason that I think all the media apparatus are doing this, there is probably some level of like, okay, we need to discredit Faisal Manap
Uh-huh.
as much as we can so that Masagos can stand a chance. Bro, this is conspiracy theory, okay? This is my conspiracy theory. I'm not gonna be like standing if someone actually like come out and let's just like Pofma me and then just say like you gotta apologize, you gotta go back and grovel like Samuel Lee, okay, you gotta go and bow down in front of it. I'm gonna fucking do it. But my point being that, look, the timing is too coincidental. Okay? This fella has been out of the cycle for so long. The moment, like he says he endorses Workers' Party, suddenly, all the link all come in already. Like, I don't know, man. You tell me a different hypothesis that I can accept.
So what you're allegedly saying is that there is an actor that allegedly asked, what's his name? A white hat guy to go and kachao Workers' Party Faisal
No,
Manap.
I don't think anybody specifically
To
asked
create-
Nodoros to do it.
Okay. Dude, I'm sorry, I really cannot pronounce. What is Adodoros?
Nor
Deros.
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 Oh,
It's either
Nor-
Deros or Doros or something.
Nor Deros. Nor isn't Nor like daughter? or something?
Noor.
Like isn't that a girl?
No, it's a guy.
Oh.
Noor is
Oh,
the guy.
Nor. Right. Okay. Okay, Nor Deros. Right. Okay. So regardless of what happens, then the media apparatus will swoop in to cover it because it's going to be bad news. Because he's just going to say, I endorse.
Just the fact that I think it's like guilty by
Association, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, my point being that Pritam probably 已经算出来了, okay? He already did this to the heavens or to whatever, okay? And then he's just like, you know what? Faisal Manap, if I put him against Masagos, okay, he has a good chance of actually beating this guy that nobody respects.
In the Malay Muslim community, this is specific to the Malay Muslim community. Because either one will be the champion, right? To them.
Then end up it's a 4-way fight. So this 4-way fight, end up I also think multi-party fight always hurts the opposition the most.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Without a doubt.
The PAP
Like-
supporters
Like
will always
PAP,
vote PAP.
PAP supporters is like
Yeah.
they're just unified, right? But the opposition supporters they're fractured, they're fragmented.
Mm.
And then you kind of always have to decide because our system is what they call first past the post.
Yep.
So if you cannot multi-vote. Some countries allow multi-voting. But typically that one is like complicated as hell and it doesn't actually accomplish anything either.
It's like first choice, second choice,
Yeah.
third choice. you
But
know.
the first choice, second choice thing is you're only doing it once again. It's like out of principle. Then if your first choice doesn't make it right, then your second choice votes is the one that counts if they have a chance of winning. So it's like basically you can always vote your conscience. You can always vote for what you want, but then you know that if you throw your vote away, it hurts the second best party that you want. Then the multi-choice system kind of works, but I always feel like Singapore is not suited for a multi-party system. I think Singapore, right, is best modeled after the American system. It's just the Democrats and the Republican. You just be PAP and WP.
No, it's so divisive. I don't like that. Then what if the party? What in Singapore we are more nuanced than that. We don't like just adopt all the Republican or Democrat aspects.
No, it's worse than that. We don't even the political party are not even ideological. They don't even classify themselves left wing, right wing.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
No, they should.
We should.
I think they should. And I'll give you a very good reason.
I don't want to be left wing or right wing.
No, they don't have to be. They don't have to be a left-right divide, but they need to be an ideological divide. Would you like me to tell you why then, Wong?
Yeah. Yeah, please elaborate.
So you notice, right, that in Singapore politics, right, we never use ideological terms. The political parties, right, they rarely talk about their political affiliation. They rarely say like, we are socialists, we are.
No, because their
libertarian
manifestos will allow you to identify where they lean already, ma.
Yeah, but this is very unique in Singapore. Most other countries, sometimes they just put direct into their party name. Like Germany's Communist Party or German Socialist Party,
Green Party,
right?
Yeah.
So the Libertarian Party. So a lot of times the direct ideological leaning that they have is just embedded straight into the name of the political party.
And you would expect them to behave in accordance to the name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the thing about Singapore politics, right? We don't do that. It's precisely because this is all part of the PAP design. It's by design one. Okay. So the PAP has eschewed this kind of ideological talk, right? By constantly telling us, right, actually we are not ideological, we only do what works. Right? So this is the premise lah. They always say we only do what works. So means what they are implying is it doesn't matter your idea is left wing, right wing, libertarian, socialist, communist, whatever. Your ideas can be from any political leaning.
Okay.
If it works, we will adopt it.
That sounds fair.
But then is the problem. If you are opposition, okay, how do you ever say we are competing with the PAP about what works? How could you ever stand up to that?
By writing it down in your manifesto, if we get into parliament, we hope to do more of this, less of that. Right.
So the issue with that, right, is that the PAP already knows already, and the fact of the matter is they have 60 plus years of setting up. Don't forget, now almost top to bottom, right, the whole entire system is already embedded with PAP people. Everything from civil service to stat board, even supposedly non-partisan stat board such as People's Association is entirely filled up with PAP people. Now, if ever, okay, let's just say, for example, Workers' Party get 47% of the vote, PAP gets 40% of the vote,
Okay.
and then there's like another 3% from somewhere else, SDP, whatever.
Sounds unlikely, but okay, let's go
So
ahead with that.
let's say, for example, that the WP, right, is able to form majority government.
Okay.
Okay, at the almost 50% mark. Okay, so they can form the whole government, but the whole time PAP is there to oppose them. They have to be very difficult to get anything past the 66% mark, right, which is the super majority mark. At every step of the way, so the Workers' Party in this hypothetical has the majority government. Every step of the way, whatever thing they want to propose are constantly being roadblocked by PAP in Parliament, and even if they pass it, right, they still have to disseminate down to the civil servants, the various stat board, the various vendors who have to institute their plan. And are you confident that these people will do things at the time frame that you allocated?
Right, because according to you, they apparently are already like have got a PAP mentality already.
Then during this supposed like 5 years period where there's the opposition held government and they want to institute all these plans, nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. Like nothing can be done. They are not really in power. They are just like slight majority. Then all of the whatever roadblocks has already been instituted. Don't forget, president is also PAP, right? The person who unlocks the reserve.
President is non-partisan, sir. What sayeth you? How can you say something like that?
Yes,
he was. He was from PAP, but I corrupt.
Yes, okay. I'm sure Taman is like super non-partisan. Okay,
yes.
like okay, he's the most uncorrupted, super non-partisan person I've ever met in my whole
Today
life.
in this podcast, I will advocate for two things. Number one, chaos. Number two, I'll be hyper idealistic. I will be consistent about this throughout the entire podcast.
The only thing you're consistent is you have no
Chaos.
principles whatsoever. Okay. Anyway,
Chaos.
then you have all these roadblocks, whatever. Okay, you can't get anything done. The PAP in these 5 years, they have learned their lesson. They will continue to harp on it and say, look, you get the Workers' Party in, right? They can't get anything done. Unlike the past 60 years, we actually got things done. You need to vote us in again so that things can resume. We can get things done again.
I mean, it sounds like a bad state of affairs, but I mean, then we will just lose out as a country. Who asked us to be like that?
No, but that's the thing, right?
deserve this.
If you look at it long term, this whole notion of we only do what works, right? We are not ideological. We only do what works is a trap. You see, that's my point. It's a trap. It's a pit. It's a Dan Won pit.
Okay.
Okay. When nothing good comes out of the pit.
Okay, so basically you're saying at least Pedro Go comes out and say, hey, we don't like gays, right? So
Right.
that's a
Yeah, he's trying to do this identity
he's trying to
politics
create
thing.
identity politics
right.
thing, yeah. So at least he's on
Yeah.
the right track.
So he at least
Not on the right track.
you said it first, then Wong, Jerry. Okay. The anti-Lagabada people. Okay. I mean, he is a boomer, that's why he's very anti-Lagabada. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I think it's a pitfall. I think the oppositions, right, should be significantly more ideological. For no other reason, right, than to just be diametrically opposed to the PAP, even on the mindset fundamental level. So that way, when they are in power, right, okay, and they should platform on not doing something, but rather removing something. So I think, like, for example, they say they want to scale back GST.
Yeah.
That's like a good first step. But I think beyond that, right, they should. If I were to start a political party, right, my entire platform will be dismantle PA. That's my entire
Dismantle
platform.
PA. Yeah. You mentioned this before about how PA is useless.
No, it's not. It's not useless. It's partisan.
If it doesn't,
It is partisan.
If it doesn't change into a non-partisan entity, it should be disbanded.
Oh.
That's kind of my take on it as well, because there are you don't forget, like, in order to disseminate a lot of this information and party ideology down to the very, very lowest level,
To the uncle auntie.
yeah, this PA is a very powerful tool, and
Oh.
there are a lot of people working for free.
Not me. Not me. You must always charge PA if they commission you to do shit.
No. If you do shit for them,
Yes.
then
No, your
they charge
vendor
them.
is
Their
different.
vendor is different.
Yeah,
There are
there are people,
volunteers.
the volunteers,
Yeah,
right?
there are
They
volunteers
come out
doing
in
things for
droves.
free.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're doing it for free, man. Seriously.
This is beyond me. Like, this is like a different segment of the population that I'm not acquainted with. Why would anybody volunteer?
Their mindset is that PAP is the one and only. There's no replacing them.
Wow.
That's why I say it's very important, right, for the opposition to understand that they are up against, not just against the PAP, but the entire apparatus. The entire we only do what works apparatus.
It's like I was telling Anna, like, do you guys? I'm sure you guys, when you receive the election form,
Yeah.
right, you receive a booklet as well, right? Like that booklet, just from the point of view as people who are in the industry, from design to print, right? That booklet cannot be done in the last week, right? That booklet cannot be done in the last week. It has to be planned probably months in advance. You know, the suppliers have to bring in resources, paper. They have to recommend things. You know, they have to look at the color offset. They have to craft the words in 4 different languages. They choose the right pictures, whatever. So that takes time, and like it's almost like, hey, we have spent the last however many months creating all these things, getting all these things ready, setting our, putting our troops in place.
Okay.
Right, we're ready. So on this day, we are dissolving the parliament and we're going, to war, right? The rest of the party is just, what's happening? Where's Bukit Batok? What the fuck's going on? Everyone is, every single other opposition party is just scrambling. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas PAP is, everything is a wild-oiled machine. That's why I feel, I'm just gonna say out loud, I think they might even swoop more seats from WP this time.
Whoa.
I'm making that prediction. I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm kind of
Okay.
expecting that.
I'm very glad that you have made a prediction on this podcast, so that so it works both ways for us, right? Because if let's say you get it right, then we can rectify it. You said it on our podcast. If you get it wrong, then we can make fun of you. It's great.
I'm pretty glad to get it wrong.
Okay,
I'm glad to
okay.
get it wrong.
Yeah,
Okay?
wrong.
But it just
Your
feels
prediction.
My prediction.
Yeah.
My prediction is opposition will win more seats. So actually, it's opposite
then,
to you. Yeah.
Then we have the whole entire gamut. I'm just gonna be, everything is gonna be status quo. I think the
Oh my god! Okay, great.
No, I think
Alright.
the PAP, right, will have a slightly diminished percentage of votes, but I think they are probably
feel-
going to hold on to
most of
basically
what they
everything.
already right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel they're gonna gain more seats but lose the popular vote. Lose more of the popular vote.
Okay.
I think they are going to gain the exact amount of seats. I don't think Workers' Party is going to win Tampines. Which is actually the only thing that's really at stake here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
really the only race that is meaningful. Everything else is I don't think it's gonna
I really want the SDP to win in Sembawang and Sembawang West, but it's gonna be tough because they aren't as rooted there as they are in Bukit Batok.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
To the Sembawangers, it will feel like they come in last minute to.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's like we already gathered everything, all the resources in place. We mark the territory. We know where to fight. We know how to fight, and then we call the battle.
Jerry, are you allegedly saying that the ELD makes boundaries favorable to the incumbent? Yes, no.
No.
Actually, that's not the case also. Because don't forget,
We have to
Pongo,
count.
don't forget, the reason Ng Chee Ming, right, was voted out, right, is because of the ELD.
Oh?
Because Pongo was a new one. The Pongo GRC was a new one. Before that year, where James Lim got voted in, there wasn't a Pongo GRC.
I didn't.
Sengkang. There wasn't a Sengkang GRC.
Sengkang,
Yeah, sorry.
Sengkang.
There wasn't a Sengkang GRC. I think back then it was still an SMC, or was it part of something else?
Okay.
Then after that, the Sengkang GRC was formed, and that was the year that James Lim got voted in together with the Workers' Party.
Ah.
So you also cannot say that the ELD, right, is like purposely gerrymandering to
I
the incumbent's advantage.
Oh,
They don't have that kind of data. They just don't. They have data from the past. Okay, they have reasonable suspicion to say, okay, this place is of a particular colors, but actually a lot of things can change.
I want to know if the ELD people take oaths. Do they take oaths? It feels important that they do. Because what if one of the people in the ELD is they favor
I'm gonna stop you right there and not have the ELD breathe down our necks
No, I just
because
want to know whether they take
defame them.
oaths.
I don't care if they take oats or oats or
If
or
they take
oatmeal
steel
or
cut oats,
brother,
rolled
give me
oats.
some oats. I don't give two
Brother.
flying shillings about it. Then Wong,
Then what?
okay.
It's a I think it's a very reasonable request, right? Just take an oath, so we know that if you're lying on the oath.
Then Wong.
Yes.
I feel like oaths have no effect on you.
On me?
Yeah.
No, I take my oaths very seriously.
I feel like you're an oath breaker.
Oath Breaker Wong. That is so cool.
I feel like you're not just an oath breaker, you're an oath stealer. And I feel like
in Baldur's Gate 3, if you're an oath breaker, like you're an oath breaker paladin, you become a blackguard, a blackguard, and then you have got like bad guy powers.
Should we go to questions if there's any? Because I think
so far there isn't any questions.
Okay.
So
I think we're gonna,
the only thing is there's only one fella. Where are you running the podcast? So it's a place called Hammer House.
Hammer House.
Okay, it's at Chinatown. Visit this place. It's great. They are not associated with this podcast.
Not at all.
They're just doing, like, I just know the owner and he's doing it as a favor, but he disavows everything I say. Okay. I also help them do their own podcast. So that one called Hammercast is a great podcast as well. And okay lah, I think with that we shall call it a night. I'm sorry, Natalie, we couldn't get to your video, but I also feel your video not very impactful. Maybe I just give a 2-sentence. The video basically is about this guy trying to make the connection to somebody he knows that the PAP is responsible for the GST hike. I'm just like, if this friend of his doesn't know the PAP is responsible for the GST hike, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say to your friend. Get a higher IQ percentage point and stop scrolling TikTok brain rot memes.
I hope Natalie's friend is like some high place rich minister.
It's not her friend.
Oh.
She linked a video asking the LKK to comment about it. I just think that the video, not Natalie, but that video is very dog water. Okay, it's very dog water, and I'm sorry for that video. The person, the friend, doesn't know that the PAP is responsible for the GST hike because they cannot put 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry.
Then who is responsible? Donald Trump?
For the GST hike? Donald Trump, obviously.
Oh, okay. Donald Trump.
Okay. The Dano. Okay, so
Huge.
then it's an oath breaker. Ask him about Sandra.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna ask you about Sandra.
Who is Sandra?
Sandra is a woman that I got briefly involved in an affair with. She was actually a Mormon, and then she came to me on a rainy night, and she told me about the angel Malachi and how there were golden plates by Joseph Smith, and these golden plates, when looked through a golden box, could see the will of God. And then she showed me some photographs, and I realized that yes, she's right. And then we fell into a tumultuous love-hate relationship where we whipped each other's backs, and blood came out of us because we had to punish ourselves for our sins. And then I realized that actually I'm falling into a cult, and it's an unhealthy relationship, and then I broke it off with her.
So that's why you go after Pedro.
No, that was just because of spite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fucking NG, bro.
Pedro. No. I'm not gonna lie, you had me there for the first half. And with that, in the second half, we shall call it a night. Thank you very much for tuning in to this election specials in the LKK.
Don't be gay.
Don't
be gay.
Don't
Vote for
be
opposition.
Don't be the lugger brother. By the way,
Don't be gay.
by the way, I'm making it known now. I'm voting for PAP. I'm sorry.
No, you have to apologize.
Yeah,
Han Hui Hui is not a serious person. I'm sorry.
She's in. Oh my god.
Shit.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, Hanoi 3H stand
You got
for
triple
3
H.
things, okay? Number 1, healthcare. Number 2, housing. Number 3,
Han Bao Bao.
I can't remember her number 3.
Number 4, horse water, horse cock.
Bro, if I get Hanoi also, I wouldn't know what to do. I think I might still vote opposition.
It's like
No choice.
getting Triple H is like getting Lim Tian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's like
I'm just glad I wasn't new last
By the
election.
way, okay.
Yeah.
Just as a side note, I used to be in West Coast GRC. Then I got gerrymandered. Okay. Now I'm in Tanjong Pagar. Which, by the way, I used to be in Tanjong Pagar for the longest period of time while Lee Kuan Yew was still alive, and I didn't get to vote until I was 25 or 28 years old, something like that. Okay, the first time I voted was in 2015. Okay?
Oh my god, wow.
Yeah. 2015, I was 30 years old. Okay?
seriously.
31 years old. That was the first time I ever voted in my life. And then it was, what was it? RDU, Red Dot. Okay? And then after that, I go into West Coast, and I'm just like, okay, I have a chance now. I'm doing serious politicking. I will vote for the PSP because I respect Tan Cheng Bock so much. I thought this guy is going to change everything, and then they lost by like 3,000 votes or something. Very tiny margin of error.
Very tiny.
Very tiny, okay? And then he doesn't want to be
The
in the
NMP.
NCMP. I'm
Oh,
just like,
NCP, right.
I'm sorry, I'm done with you guys. I was prepared to vote for PAP already because Tan Cheng Bock has disappointed me. And then they put me into Tanjong Pagar, which if you are gerrymandering me so that I dilute my opposition vote, right, you have done a terrible misdeed because I'm already voting for the PAP. So therefore, this is my point. The ELD doesn't have that kind of power. Okay, if they have this godlike power, they have thoroughly misused it. Okay, and with that, that's all. Thank you very much. Good night. We shall see you next time.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.